show up with love, remembering that love doesn't have expectations. Love is calm. Love is loving. And so sending love to ourselves and to everyone else this morning. Connect those sit bones downward into the earth, grounding yourself, tilting your pelvic bowl forward, and stack your spine all the way up through the spine, through the neck, through the crown of the head. Reach the crown of your head as tall as you can and drop your shoulders. Take a huge, loving, cleansing inhale. And an exhale, let it out. And a moment of pause. A moment to connect with that emotion of love. Perhaps sending yourself a little bit of love or sending a little love out into the universe. Love rather than hate, love rather than frustration. Love is a very activating, mindful emotion. Taking another deep, loving inhale, filling yourself up with that positive emotion. Letting it percolate into your fingers and toes on the inhale. And exhale, release, letting go of tension. And I invite you, if it feels good, to bring a hand to heart. And a second hand, either atop the hand to heart or in the belly spot, sacral plexus or root chakra, in the area between your belly button and your pelvis. That's sort of a mothering spot and a loving spot, a spot where we have a lot of love and creativity. And taking an inhale into all of those spots, filling them with love. And an exhale, letting it go. And a pause here to check in, to notice. Notice perhaps if that love all feels good, or if there are twangs of loneliness, sadness, grief, frustration, whatever it might be. Take an inhale right into those, bathing them with the breath and love. And an exhale, let it go. Letting it be just as it is, lovingly. And taking another deep, loving inhale into every nook and cranny of your body. And exhale, smooth, long, even, let it go. Sit for a moment and just be, to pause and be present with whatever you feel in your body in this moment. On this morning for me, afternoon for some of you, just notice how you feel. A gift to yourself, a pause, a moment to slow down, to show yourself love, and send love to all those that you love. Letting the love bathe and heal everyone, everywhere. Charlie Mackesy, in my one favorite book, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, says sometimes all you hear about is the hate, but there is more love in this world than you could possibly imagine. So as we head into practice today, we will focus on that love, noticing it, enjoying it, growing it, creating it, all of those things. Take a deep inhale. And an exhale. Bring your hands to heart center, palms together, finger pads touch, thumbs to the sternum. Connect to one another and connect to the sternum. Pausing here to set an intention. Perhaps an intention related to love. Perhaps an intention around this Mother's Day weekend and how you approach it, no matter what your relationship with mothering is. Sadness, happiness, grief, excitement, joy, expectation, all the things. And perhaps taking a moment to set an intention for how you want to show up for this day of Mother's Day. Might you show up with love? Savoring the love that is there, love for yourself, love for others, noticing the abundance, perhaps having fun, perhaps with curiosity, acceptance, non-judgment, perhaps without expectation, perhaps meeting your own needs first with love. Perhaps bringing in the tricky spots, my favorite question, what would love do? And bringing in love as medicine. If it's not working, increase the dose. And slowly lower your hands to your thighs and open your eyes. Let the light in and just notice how you feel. Lovingly taking a moment to accommodate, to arrive, to settle in. Ground your sit bones lovingly into the earth again, borrowing the stability of the earth, borrowing its energy as you tilt your pelvis forward once again and stack your spine. Realign all the way up through the crown of your head, tall and graceful. Take an inhale and an exhale, drop your shoulders fully. Scrunch your shoulders all the way up to your ears and lower them down. Roll them backwards 3 times, lovingly, kindly, awakening, bathing any tightness with movement. And pause. Inhale, reach your arms out and up towards the sky. Palms come together, interlace your fingers, flip your palms up, shimmy your elbows by your ears, lengthen the side body. Take an inhale as you arrive here. Slight arch back. Exhale, round forward into a seated cat. Move lovingly, enjoy the stretch in the spine. Inhale, arch, slight arch back, reach your hands tall. Exhale, round, suck your navel back, let it out. Inhale once again, slight arch, reach up towards the sky. And exhale, round forward, navel and back, reach towards the back of the mat. Inhale, come back upright to a seat. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Hands still reach towards the sky. Inhale, stretch tall. Once again, ground your sit bones. Exhale, tilt to the right. Left side body stretches. Use your core here to keep you stable. Breathe in. And exhale, reach gently towards the right. A slightly different way of doing this than usual. Notice the strength in your core and your center. One more breath here. Tug the left hand gently to the right. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Take a moment to arrive and steady. Inhale, reach your palms towards the sky. Exhale, relax gently. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, tip to the left, right hip grounds downward. Tuck the right hand gently towards the left. Use your core. Inhale. Exhale, stretch a little more. Another deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. Come back to center. Lower your arms to your sides. Press the palms into the side walls. Pinch your scapula with love. Enjoy it. Exhale, release. Wrap your arms in front. Right elbow below the left. Come into eagle arms. Thumbs can come together. Palms can come together. Inhale, elbows up to shoulder height. Exhale, pause. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up an inch. And exhale, round and curl. Elbows come to your belly, rolling yourself up into a ball. Allow your head and neck to fall with love into your hands, into that cradle. Breathe into the back body. Fill up the back, shoulder, neck area with love. Bathing every cell. Exhale, release. Once again, breathe in love. And breathe it out, everything that's getting in the way of it. Frustrations, expectations, resentment, disappointment. Inhale, bring your elbows up to shoulder height. Untangle your arms, stretch them towards the side wall. Press the palms into the sidewall, pinch the scapula and release. Wrap your arms in the opposite direction, left elbow under right, come into eagle arms once again, thumbs together, palms together, whatever your body does and works for it. Bring your elbows to shoulder height and pause. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Inhale, up an inch. Exhale, lower to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up an inch. And exhale, round and lower, elbows coming to your belly, head and neck, relax into the cradle of your arms. Take a moment here. Inhale, bathe the whole back body with love here. Choosing love rather than frustration, resentment. Breathe into it. And exhale, release. Perhaps thinking of your mother-in-law, your own mother, frustrations with your kids. Breathe in love. And let all that stuff go on the exhale. Inhale, elbows back to shoulder height. Untangle your arms, stretch them to the sides. Make a fist and stretch your fingers wide in a starburst pattern, opening them up, letting the energy come in. Stretch wide, wide, wide. Fingers as wide as you can. All 5 fingers stretched, huge, and squeeze tight. Once again, open your hands, starburst, fingers stretch wide. Use every muscle in there to stretch and open. And exhale, bring them back to a fist. Lower your hands, roll your shoulders out. Enjoy that heat and energy that's in there for this moment. And roll them forward 3 times. Pause here and just notice how you feel. Take a deep inhale into your chest. And an exhale, let it go. Take out whatever you happen to be sitting on. If you have a blanket and you want to stay up on that, feel free. We're going to come into wide legs, wide angle. Bring your legs as wide as you can. Legs will be straight, toes in line with your knees. Once again, notice your sit bones and your core. Tilt your pelvis forward. Those ischial spines ground downwards. Spine is straight and tall. Take your hands, place them behind your hips. Pick up your hips and smidge them forward a tiny bit. Legs will widen a bit. Ankles flexed, toes spread wide, wide, wide here. Opening them up, waking them up. Drawing in all the love and energy from the world, in through your toes, up through your legs, into that groin area. Bathing it with the light and the energy. Breathe in here. Press your fingers into the earth behind you. Chest opens, puffs out, heart opener. Exhale, release. Press into your fingers, lift up a smidge and move your hips forward once again. Press into your hands. Inhale, reach the crown of your head, tall, spine straight. Exhale, let it go. Bring your hands in front, walk them forward, wherever they'd like to be, and notice the waking up in the back of your legs here. Spine is straight and flat, hinging at the hips rather than folding forward. Ankles still flexed. Walk your fingers forward a tiny bit more. Stretch your toes wide. Notice the flossing in the backs of the legs. You'll notice things there. Relax your toes. Walk your fingers forward another smidge or 2. Pelvis is tilted forward also. Breathe in. Exhale, release, lower down a tiny bit more. Just notice with love, whatever's happening. Walk your hands back towards you. Sit up tall. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs lovingly. Draw your feet in front. Sweep them around and we'll come to hands and knees. And grab a blanket if you need it for your knees. Take some time to treat yourself kindly and with love. And take a moment here to set yourself up well. Spread all 10 fingers as wide as you can, equal pie shapes. 10 knuckles ground into the earth, palms, elbows straight, knees at hips width. Engage your belly. Exhale, release. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it between the left hand and left knee. Come into thread the needle pose. Right ear lands gracefully on the floor and open up the back of the right shoulder. Left hand can walk forward, stretch it long.
if that feels good. Otherwise, tense your fingers. Everyone's different here, so do what feels good. Breathe into the right back shoulder, right waist area. Opening up the chest. And notice your heart roll open here. Sending breath and love into that left armpit and into the chest area behind the heart. Exhale, let it go. Walk the left fingers forward another smidge. One more breath. Exhale, release. Walk your fingers back alongside your face. Press into your hand. Untangle yourself. Reach the right arm gracefully towards the sky. And exhale, come back to hands and knees. Take a moment to get organized. Inhale into that belly. Exhale, release. Raise your left hand towards the sky. Gracefully thread it between the right hand and knee. Come into thread the needle on this side. Left ear lands on the earth. Walk the right fingers long, long, long in front of you. Stretch out your armpit. Notice everything that opens up here. Breathe into it. And exhale, let it go. Send the breath and love into the heart space that rolls open here. Notice it. Notice the angle at which it is hanging with gravity. More space to fill. More opportunities to bathe it with love and kindness and compassion, knowing that that is where our best selves come. That's where solutions come. Medicine for you and those you love. Breathe into it. And exhale, release. Walk your right hand back beside your face. Press into the earth. Untangle, release the left hand towards the sky and lower it to the earth. Walk your hands forward, bend your elbows, forearms land on the earth. Lower your head, forehead, third eye to the earth. Come into puppy pose. Your hips will reach up towards the sky. Different than child's pose, they don't press all the way back. Elbows are at shoulder width. Third eye grounds into the earth. Fingers on the floor, spread wide, forearms on the floor. Shift your hips up towards the sky into puppy pose. You'll notice lots of sensations in the back of the shoulder area, lower scapula, wrapping around. Send the breath there and just enjoy it. Noticing what wakes up here. Kindness to all the shoulder stuff, all the tension that we carry there. Filling it with breath and love. And exhale, let it go. Notice your heart here, hanging in a different spot, different perspective. Filling it, lots of room to fill with breath and blood. Exhale, let it go. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Walk your elbows back underneath you. Press up to hands and knees and pause for a moment, allowing the shoulders to just relax and land. Hands walk forward, a handprint. Spread your fingers wide, connect all 10 knuckles into the earth, both palms, curl your toes under and shoot your hips up to downward dog. Enjoy it. Walk the dog, bend one knee and then the other. Do what feels good here. Notice what feels good to you and enjoy it. Let it in with love. Press your hips up, high, high, high. Hips are the apex, reaching towards the sky. Downward dog is a spine stretch, a spine lengthener. Attend to that as you're here and notice how it feels. Also, for fun, take a look through your feet and your legs and just notice what the world looks like upside down. A different perspective on the whole situation. Might this allow you to show up with love for whatever may be swirling around you this weekend? Thoughts, disappointments, expectations, mothers behaving as they do, or children behaving as they do, or biology behaving as it is, if that's causing problems. Breathe in to that heart that's hanging here, lots of space to fill. Exhale, let it go. One more breath. Upside down, perhaps blow it out through the legs behind you. Ground into your hands and the left ball of the foot. Inhale, raise your right leg towards the sky, straight to the back, three-legged dog. Focus on your belly here. Press your heel into the back wall. Everything is straight and stacked. Take an inhale. Exhale, open the right hip, bend the knee, roll the ankle. Notice all that pops open here, what wakes up. Look under that right armpit, another different perspective. Have fun with it. Roll your ankle in the other direction. And send the breath to the front of that right hip here with intention. Perhaps open it even a little more. The hips are where we carry a lot of energy, love, emotion. Roll the ankle in the opposite direction one more time. Re-square your hips. Extend the back foot towards the back wall. Exhale, gently bring your foot between your hands. Come into a high lunge. Widen your feet if need be and shorten your stance or lengthen it, whichever works for you. Raise both arms up towards the sky. Come into a high lunge here. Wiggle the right toes forward if your knee is in front of your ankle to protect your knee. Tap that right hip back and the left hip forward. Inhale your arms up towards the sky. Face your palms to the front. Inhale, reach your fingers tall. Exhale, cactus arms, bring your elbows to your waist, draw your shoulders down and back, heart opener. Reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, elbows to waist, cactus arms, pinch the scapula together, shoulders down and back. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale, release, elbows towards your waist, shoulders down and back with intention. Sink into your hips as you do this. Reach your fingers tall towards the sky. Lower your hands to heart center. Take an inhale. Exhale, hinge at the waist, fold forward halfway. Back knee is straight. Hook the left elbow to the right knee. Come into a high lunge twist. Palms together, elbows reach in opposite direction. If this doesn't work for you, lower your left hand to the earth, reach your right hand to the sky. Everybody's different. You can also use a block. Breathe into it, all contorted. Just enjoying all the sensations, spreading love in all these pockets here that are waking up. One more breath. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your hands on either side of that right foot. Bend the left knee, untuck the back toes. We're going to come into a low lunge here, Anjaneyasana. You may need to wiggle your right toes a little farther forward and shimmy your back knee a little bit back. Once again, reach your arms towards the sky. Notice the opening in the front of the left hip. Breathe into it with love and kindness, whatever tension you notice there. Inhale, reach your fingers tall, tall, tall. Exhale, sink in. If you need blocks here, use them as an act of love and kindness. We're all different. All bodies are different. You may need a blanket under that left knee. Inhale, stretch your fingers tall. Exhale, open them wide, reclasp them at the sacrum. Press your fists to the floor, shoulders down and back. Open your chest, heart opener here. Fill your chest with love and the front of that left hip as it pops more open. Exhale, blow it all away, all the disappointment, expectations, frustrations, whatever it might be. Inhale, fill it up with love. Exhale, release. Release the clasp of your hands, reach them up towards the sky, lower them to the inside of the right foot. We're going to come into lizard pose. Walk your right foot to the outer edge of the mat, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot. You can stay up on your fists here. Some of you will be able to lower down if you have an open pelvis. I do not. If you want, you can come down to your elbows here. Just notice what works for you and do it, or don't if it doesn't work. 2 breaths here into every pocket of the groin, sacral areas, pelvis, sending it love. For your own pelvis, for everyone else's pelvis, from the pelvis in which you came from, all the things. Breathe into it. And exhale, release.
Just bringing more love into this world. So much angst and frustration also around that body part right now. Just bathing it with love, knowing the answers will ultimately come from there. One more breath. Roll back onto the flat of the right foot. Right hand comes to the outside. Curl your back toes, lift up here into a long pyramid. You'll hop your back foot forward a little bit, but a long one. Back heel is off the ground. Tack the right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe into all the sensations here. 2 breaths in a long pyramid. Back heel is off the earth, both legs straight, both toes point towards the front of the mat. One more breath in. Huge exhale. Hop the back foot forward. 2 footprints. Come into a short pyramid. Different sensations. Once again, tack the right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe into it. Exhale, fold forward, bend your elbows and allow your head and neck to release. Inhale once again here. Exhale, fold forward. Let go over the right leg. Two more breaths. If you can lower your hands a little closer to the earth, do that, or use blocks with kindness. Notice all that tension, all the stress in the back of the leg. Breathe into it and let it go. On the out breath, soften. Bring the left foot forward to meet the right foot. Widen your feet. We're going to come into a yogi squat. Some of you might want to sit on a blanket. Some of you will stay upright, and some of you will be able to come all the way down into a traditional yogi squat. None is better than the other. Opening up the groin, bringing your sit bones down into the earth. Once again, honoring that mother spot, female spot, body spot. Huge inhale into the groin and anything else that's opening up here. And exhale, let it go. Whatever stress, disappointment, frustrations, perhaps not behaving, trauma experiences, breathe into it with love and kindness, bathing it with love. And exhale, let it go. One more breath. Exhale, lower your hands to the earth, rise up, toes face towards the front. Come into a forward fold. It'll be a wider forward fold than usual. Head and neck release. You'll toe your feet a little bit closer together. Bring your hands to your sacrum. Press your fists towards the sky, straight your elbows. Allow your hands to fall towards the front of the mat. Coming into a full forward fold. Front of the shoulders releases. Huge inhale into the heart space here. And exhale, release. Your knees can be bent, whatever feels good to you. Lift up all 10 toes and spread them wide, lower them down. Allow your hands to fall fully towards the front of the mat, front of the shoulders open. Breathe in and out. Bathing all the tightness with love here. I'm doing all the computer work, the stress, the tension in the front of the shoulders. Bend the left knee straight to right, gently turn to the right. Breathe out over that right shoulder. Take a look around for fun with love. Sometimes it's easier upside down to enjoy it all. Come back to center, bend the right knee straight to the left with love. Look with curiosity, entertainment to the left. Breathe into the tightness. Exhale, release. Come back to center. Bring your hands back to your sacrum. Run them down the backs of your thighs, engage your belly, and roll up inch by inch by inch by inch. Your head will be the last to rise. Give yourself a moment with kindness and love to arrive. Takes time to arrive. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Lift up all 10 toes and lower them down. Connect into the earth. Draw up its energy through your legs to your kneecaps, tuck your pelvis all the way through your spine, through the crown of your head. And exhale, drop your shoulders, palms open to the front. Tadasana or mountain pose.
Take an inhale full of love here into that pocket behind the heart. Bathing your heart and your chest with that golden light, and exhale, let it go. Bring a hand to heart and another hand to top. Sending yourself love. Anyone who's hard to love, love. Sending your mother love. Sending any children you have love. And any other children, stepchildren, adopted children, mother-in-law children, whatever other child, pet children, whatever other child type relationship you have, sending that love. Caregiving relationship, and exhale, let it go. Lower your hands by your sides. Reach them out and up towards the sky. Slight arch back, palms together, fold forward, forward, fold. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight. Stick your butt back towards the back wall. Exhale, forward fold once again. Inhale for a half lift once again, spine straight, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands on the earth, step back to plank, and pause here and plank for a moment, top of the push-up. Engage your belly, arms fully engaged and strong. Gently lower down chaturanga, whatever way works for you. Elbows drawn in towards you. Lower down slowly, forehead comes to the earth. And pause here. Inhale for a low cobra. Exhale, lower down. Once again, inhale for a low cobra. Heart shines forward, crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Front of the hips press into the earth. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes under, press into your hands, and press back to downward dog. Pause for a moment. Inhale into the chest. Exhale, release. Pause a moment here. Upside down. Notice your heart space. Allow the heart to fill completely here. Allow gravity to help. Engage your arms. They're supporting you fully. Hips reach towards the sky, back and up, head and neck drop towards the floor. Exhale, release. Raise your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, stack the hips, open the front of the left hip. Roll your ankle. Buttocks are engaged here. Notice all the sensations, the psoas, everything. Breathe into it. Head and neck release towards the floor. Arms fully engaged. Everything strong, working, keeping you safe. Send the breath to the front of that left hip with kindness and love. Whatever may be trapped there. Nudge it loose. On the exhale, let it go. Re-square your hips. Press your heel into the back wall. Three-legged dog. Everything engaged. Strong, strong, strong. Arms, right leg, fully strong. Exhale, gently bring your left foot between your hands. Come into a high lunge and take a moment to arrive here. Wiggle the left toes forward. When your left knee is bent, it should not be in front of your left ankle. Reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, sink your hips downward. Inhale, reach tall, tall, tall. Exhale, sink into the front of the right hip. Back heel is off the earth here. Turn your palms to the front. Inhale, reach your fingers tall, spread wide. All 10 fingers spread as wide as you can. Exhale, elbows to waist, cactus arms, shoulders down and back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, elbows to waist, shoulders down and back. Inhale, fingers reach up, tall, 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 tall. Exhale, sink into those hips once again. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Bring your hands to heart center. Hinge at the waist. Halfway lower, back heel off the earth. Hook your right elbow around the left knee. Come into a twist here. You may want to straighten your back leg a bit more once you get twisted. Palms together, elbows reach in opposite direction. 3 breaths here. Notice what's working. Sending all of those muscles that do this so well some love, even if you're wiggling and wobbling. Exhale, release. Another inhale. And exhale, let it go. Bring your hands back to center. Lower your hands on either side of the left foot. Wiggle the toes forward a tiny bit more. Lower your back knee to the earth. Come into a low lunge or Anjaneyasana. You're gonna untuck your back toes, right knee on the earth. When you're ready, inhale both arms up towards the sky, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Inhale, reach tall, tall, tall. Exhale, sink into the hips. Pause here for a moment. Notice all the sensations with kindness and love in the front of that right hip. Inhale, reach your fingers tall. Exhale, lower your arms out and reclasp them at the sacrum. Press your fists down towards the floor, elbows straight, shoulders down and back. Heart opener. Allow your chest to fill here. Exhale, release. Let it go. Inhale into that heart space. Shoulders down and back. Fill yourself up with love, the golden light, the energy of the sunshine and the day, the spring, and all the love that is in the world. Letting go of the focus on the negative and what hasn't worked, and focusing on what has. Reach your arms towards the sky. Lower them on the inside of the left foot. Walk the left foot to the outer edge of the mat. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot, coming into lizard pose in whatever version works for you. Do not overdo this. There's so much energy in the pelvis area. Be kind. Treat yourself with love. Breathe into it. And exhale, release. 2 more breaths here. Knowing the sensations won't last forever. 1 more breath. But if they hurt, back out. Come back onto the sole of your left foot. Bring your left hand to the outside, coming back to center. Curl your back toes, lift up to long pyramid. You may want to walk your left foot a little bit out to the right. Hips square, both legs straight, back heel off the earth. Inhale, spine is straight. Exhale, fold forward over the front leg. Enjoy and welcome all those sensations with love and kindness. Huge inhale into the heart space here. The heart is spending a lot of time open, upside down, welcoming gravity, breath, blood flow. Inhale once again fully. And exhale, let go over that front leg. Embracing and loving all the sensations. Hop your back foot forward about 2 footprints, 2 feet. Come into a short pyramid here. You may wish to adjust your feet or your stance. Tap the left hip back and the right hip forward. Exhale, fold forward over that front leg, head and neck release. Pause. Exhale, release. Notice whatever sensations are coming up without judgment here. 1 more breath. Step the back foot forward to meet the front. Come into an easy forward fold, a moment of rest here. Take your hands, grasp your elbows, head and neck, release forward. Knees are bent, hips reach back and up. Have a little fun here. Lift all 10 toes up, lower them down, shift into your toes. Rock side to side, find your center. Have fun with it, sway in the breeze like a tree. Huge inhale into that heart space here. Exhale, let it go. Perhaps for fun, take a look between your legs, upside down. New perspective. Lower your hands to the floor, engage your belly, and roll up with love. Every vertebrae, focus on unrolling gracefully like pearls on a string, but with kindness and love. Till you arrive standing tall. And just take a moment, Nasi, letting the blood flow readjust. Palms open to the front. Once again, open, receptive to all the energy and love in the world. Lift up all 10 toes, spread them wide, open, receptive, and lower them down. Bring a hand to heart and another hand atop. Close your eyes and take a moment here to think about something about yourself that you love. Something that you wouldn't change. Something that served you well. Maybe it's your sense of humor, your determination, your drive, your interest, your intellect, something that you just love about yourself, your passion, your creativity. Could be your toes, thinking of something. Take a huge inhale into that thing that you love. And exhale, letting it in. Bring your hands to heart once again and connect to your intention for this weekend. To bring love to yourself and those you love. And what might that look like? What would love do this weekend? For you, for the mothers in your life and the world. What would love do for all the mothers, all the mothering roles, all the challenges of mothering, all the imperfections that we bring to mothering as humans. Take an inhale and an exhale, let it go. Lower your hands by your sides and open your eyes, let the light in. Taking a huge inhale and an exhale. Open your arms out and up towards the sky once again. Palms together, slight arch back, fold forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift, spine straight, butt sticks out. Exhale, fold forward. Palms come to the earth, step back to plank for a moment. Enjoy, breathe into it. Exhale, release, belly strong. Shift your weight forward, lower down chaturanga, however you like to do it. Forehead comes to the earth and pause. Bring your forearms to the earth and palms forward. We're going to come up into Sphinx pose, heart opener. Forearms in line with your shoulders. Elbows directly under your shoulders, fingers spread wide. Make sure it works okay for your back. Don't do anything that's uncomfortable on your back. Front of the hips grounds into the earth, tops of the feet ground into the earth. Chest open towards the front, crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Do what works for you here, don't overdo it. Take an inhale into that chest space. And exhale, release. One more breath here. Noticing how the front body is very open, hips connect to the earth, tops of the feet, breathe into everything. Buttocks engaged, legs engaged, everything strong, protecting your back. Exhale, release. Slowly come onto your hands, press back into child's pose to release your back here. Knees apart, toes together, hips come towards your heels. Walk your hands back long in front, lower your forehead to the earth. Take 3 breaths here, full of love and kindness. 2 more. 1 more. Shift your hips up and walk back forward onto your belly once again. Bring your hands by your sides, forehead, third eye onto the floor. Take a moment here, noticing everything in the prone position, connecting downward, a position we're not that often in. Notice the tops of your hips on the floor. Inhale, lift your forehead, palms, and feet up. Coming into Dhanurasana. Breathe into it. Exhale, release. One more breath here. Locust. Exhale, release. Palms come to the earth, forehead comes down. Turn your head to the right, left ear on the earth, relax. Bring your forehead back to center. Bend your knees. Reach your hands to your ankles if they want to go there. If you want to come into bow pose, we'll do that. If you don't like bow pose, do Dhanurasana or locust again. Inhale, lift, chest up, feet press into the hands, come into bow pose. On the hips, inhale. Exhale, release, press your feet into your hands. And if this doesn't work for you, don't do it. Two breaths here, into the belly. Chest open towards the front, press your feet into your hands. Lower your knees, release your hands. Come to lie on the earth once again. Right ear rests on the floor, gaze to the left to release your neck. Relax here for a moment, 2 breaths. Just noticing. Bring your forehead back to the floor. Hands come alongside your ears, press back into child's pose once again to release the back. You can do knees together, feet together, forehead on the earth, and arms extend by your sides or the usual knees apart, toes together. Notice what feels right to you, works for your belly and your body. Huge inhale into the chest and the back body here. 3 more breaths as things begin to slow. Another breath here. Exhale, release. Bring your hands by the side of your face, wherever you are. Press into your hands and slowly come up to a seat here. We're going to come into hero's pose. Many of you will want to block if you have one. Virasana. Your knees will be about the narrow edge of the block's width. Sit up tall on your knees, hips square. Take the block, put it behind you between your feet. Widen your feet, and you'll sit back onto the block. If this does not feel good for your knees, just opt out and sit cross-legged for a moment. Coming into hero's pose, you'll notice a stretch in the front of your thighs. And adjust the block so you're sitting in a way that feels good. Some of you may even want to be sitting up higher. Just notice what feels good. Don't hurt yourself. Take a moment here in hero's pose. Strong, grounded. Hands can be on your thighs or hands to heart center. 3 breaths. Whatever your hips are on, connect them downward for strength. Draw up the peace and energy of the earth underneath. Right through the sit bones, through the spine, all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale, release. 1 more breath here. And let it out. Lower your hands if they are at heart center to your thighs. Lift up onto your shins. Take out whatever is underneath you. Bring your hips to the right, lower them down, and sweep your feet long in front. Coming into a seated position, move the flesh of your seat with love. However your seat looks, feels, bony, very cushioned. They're all lovely seats. Enjoy and appreciate that seat that you have with love, noticing how often it's helpful. Tilt your pelvis forward, stack your spine long and tall. Knees will be bent gently.
Toes reach towards the sky in line with your knees. Engage that belly. Inhale your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Hands will come to your shins or your toes. Release your head and neck and enjoy it. Breathe into the back body here. And exhale, release and relax. Another breath into every nook and cranny of your back. Exhale, let it go. Bend your elbows. One more breath here into the pockets behind the heart. And exhale, release. Slowly walk your hands up your shins to your knees, to your thighs. Bring the right sole of your foot into the left inner thigh. Knee comes to the side, 90 degrees. Once again, move the flesh of your seat out of the way. Inhale your arms up towards the sky. Engage your belly. Twist to the left. Fold forward. Right hand comes to the outer right foot or right ankle. Head comes forward. Fan open the right ribs. Breathe into them. And notice your heart space here, twisting in a different direction. Bathe the heart with love here. If it works, bend the left elbow and lower down a little more towards the earth. Breathe into it. Notice the left toes, make sure they're reaching towards the sky. And exhale, fold forward a tiny bit more. Head releases, neck releases completely. Gently walk your hands back up your knee to your thighs. Bring your right hand behind you, right directly in line with the right hip. Spread the fingers wide, press it into the earth. Right knee comes to the earth. We're going to reach up into wild thing. Left arm reaches over, stretch the whole left side body. Have fun with it, opening everything up. A little play, a little love, a little fun. Savoring what feels good. Stretch from the outer edge of the left foot through the left fingertips. Lower your left hip, left hand. Come back to center. Straight the left leg long, right leg long, sorry. Both legs long. Bend the left foot, left knee, sorry. Left sole of the foot comes to the inner right thigh. Left knee perpendicular. Engage your belly, raise both arms up. Twist to the right. Fold forward, left hand to the outer edge of the right foot. And allow yourself to release head and neck. Fan open the left ribs and notice the twist in the heart here, bathing it with love. Right hand, forearm can land on the earth, bend the elbow, and just notice that that's possible and how it feels. Breathe into every nook and cranny here that pops open. A different twist, a different release. Exhale, let it go, head and neck fall forward. One more breath. Exhale, let it go. Gently walk your hands back up your thighs. Left hand directly behind the left hip. Left knee grounds into the earth. Right toes turn to the left. Lift up to wild thing on this side. Outer edge of the right foot and the right hand. Reach long, long, long. Enjoy it. Play with it. Wiggle your fingers. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Lower your hips. Lower your hand towards the front of the mat. Stretch your legs long. Move the flesh of your seat. Raise your arms parallel with your legs. Engage your belly. And with grace and elegance and love, roll down inch by inch. Whatever your roll down looks like, do it slowly, kindly, and arrive on the earth. Treat yourself well here. Get comfy. And allow the earth to hold you for a minute, taking care of everything. Huge deep inhale. Let it circulate and bathe you with all the positive feelings of the movement and the breath and the thoughts, the oxygen, the blood flow, and exhale, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a hug, rock side to side, massage your sacrum, enjoy it. Come into happy baby, if that would feel good.
Release the back, soles of the feet reach towards the sky. Rock a little bit more here. Notice how open the groin feels after today's class. Sending it love, appreciation for all its work, all that it's carried in life, all the love it's carried. Bring the soles of your feet together. Bring your heels towards your groin. Inhale deeply. Into the groin area fully here. Exhale, let it go. Lower your feet towards the floor. Come into Supta Badakanasana. Knees reach out towards the side. Hand to heart, hand to belly, and pause. 2 breaths. Sending yourself love and kindness. And beginning to settle into stillness here and slowness. Bring your hands to the outer edges of your thighs. Draw your knees together. Bring your feet to the outer edge of the mat. Knees together, feet to the outer edge, feet parallel to the sides of the mat. Raise your arms above you in an easy cactus shape. Allow your knees to fall to the right, releasing the back with kindness and love. Left knee connects to the front of the mat. Left psoas pops open here. Breathe into the chest space. Exhale, let it go. Bring your knees back to center. A moment to adjust your shoulders and your hips with love and kindness. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your knees to the left. Release the back. Right hip, right psoas. Breathe into it with love and kindness, that right psoas, thanking it for all the work it does to help you stand upright and tall. Exhale, let it go. Knees come back to center. Bring your hands back alongside. Stretch your legs long in front. And allow your toes to fall to the outer edge of the mat, palms open towards the sky. Come into Shavasana or final resting pose. With love here in this moment. Love for the earth for being here to hold us, Mother Earth. And a few minutes here to receive. Palms open, heart open. Fully surrendered, the earth holding you, your body breathing for itself. Letting the love, the golden light, all the good things circulate through. Letting the love be your medicine, healing every dark nook and cranny. And if not healing, just sending it in, bathing it with help, support. Letting the magic of love do its work. Take a huge inhale. And an exhale, sink in and enjoy. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms long above and your toes long in front. Take in a huge inhale. And an exhale, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest and roll over to whatever side you love. Pause there. Notice your heart space. Send it some love.
Thank yourself for taking time to take care of yourself. Treat yourself with love and kindness. Press your hands into the earth and slowly rise up to a comfortable seat. When you arrive, connect those sit bones into the earth, tilt your pelvis forward and stack your spine. Stretch your neck long towards the sky, crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Exhale, drop your shoulders. Bring a hand to heart and the other hand to belly or heart, whatever feels right to you. Close your eyes for a moment. I've realized why we are here, whispered the boy. For cake, asked the mole. To love, said the boy. And be loved, said the horse. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. May you all love and be loved this weekend and always. Namaste.